Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
With you.
We'll get on to Duke. Let's go to Duke, Tyler, because they destroyed Pittsburgh tonight. And Kyle Filipowski had a Kyle Filipowski type game, a 26-10. And he really hadn't played great the last couple of games, but that's kind of the beauty of this Duke team now, right? With Jared McCain stepping forward, you've got more weapons with Roach, McCain, Filipowski, Proctor, even a little bit now. He wasn't offensive minded tonight, but it's almost like, you know what, now you're okay with Proctor not having to go for 15. It's almost like now the expectations have been tempered with Tyrese Proctor, Tyler.
I think the media put a lot of pressure on Tyrese Proctor, and they tried to make him into something he wasn't. They tried to force him to score. But I think this Duke team is flying under the radar, if that's possible, for Duke. They've had a lot of guys that have evolved over the season. You just said it, Jared McCain is playing unbelievable right now. We also didn't even talk about Mark Mitchell. He's been playing unbelievable. Yeah. And I've said this, and even though Ryan Young isn't like the most appealing player, I think he plays a part. And Dalen said old wins. He's old. And he's one of those veteran guys that comes in there and, hey, you know what? I'm not going to score. I'm just going to help our team win. And when you have guys that are accepting that role and playing that way, especially at Duke, it's really going to help the team. I do like this team. I think Jeremy Roach is an underrated piece as well. And a lot of people seem to really not give him the attention he deserved preseason. And he's just slowly been consistent and doing his thing and still kind of flying under the radar. But I'm big on Duke, actually. I think they're one of the sleeper teams that could possibly be in the Final Four, maybe get the championship. And I hate to say that.
I'm sure you do. That was painful, but it got out. It was very nice. I will say this: before the year, I thought I was right. Hey, this team's Final Four good. And I remember we went to the game in Arizona. Jeff, I saw you down there, and those guys got introduced, and we were behind the Duke bench. I was turned to who I was with, and I was like, yo, they're physically, these guys look little. Like Arizona looked like grown men, and then they physically abused them through the course of that game. They crushed them in the offensive glass, and it almost looked reminiscent to the Tennessee game, which sent Duke out of the NCAA tournament last year. This team has struggled on the road too. And then let me back in that game too. Mark Mitchell looked like he was lost, and they weren't guarding him. He struggled with that, and you got McCain trying to find himself as a freshman. Filipowski was struggling with physicality. So this team has grown through the course of the year. And to Tyler's point, some of it's been a bit off the radar. They took that shellacking in Arkansas. They lose at Georgia Tech. Coming into this game, guys, they were 5-8 since started last year on the road in terms of winning, like 5-8 straight up and 3-10 against the spread. So some of those games we were expected to win quite a bit and then lose pretty much outright. This was an impressive performance, and it's because of how Mark Mitchell played offensively. But defensively, they literally just took Pitt out of anything they wanted to do. There was always a man on there in the catch. There was contested shots everywhere. There were rebounds. They were playing out in transition. They were loose. They were comfortable. They were making shots, playing in flow and playing in rhythm. I want to see them keep doing that and build the toughness to continue to win on the road. That was a really good, I think, underrated win to shellac Pitt. Pitt was 1-3 in league play coming into this game. Like, they desperately needed that game, and they got beat down. So I like where Duke's at right now. They're getting contributions from different players. And last but not least, you mentioned a guy like Ryan Young. That Baylor game, when he came in, Filipowski gets 4 fouls and about 5 minutes left. He comes in, he slips a screen, he kicks it out for a 3. He gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out, keeps the possession alive. Like, he does a lot of little things, glue guy, dirty work, little plays that are made. And you see a bunch of guys kind of take that lead at different times. I'm interested to see how they continue to grow through the year. And they don't get as many physical challenges in the ACC. But I do hope they can continue to grow in that way and be able to accept and challenge some of those things physically and grow mentally as well, because it's still a young group.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.